You know that feeling, right? It's cold, it's dark, and all you can think about is a giant warm bowl of mac and cheese. We've all been there. But what if that craving isn't just about comfort? What if it's actually a signal your brain is sending you? So let's just get right into it. What's the deal with craving carbs in the winter? Is it really just about wanting to feel cozy, a bit of nostalgia, or is there some real, actual biology hardwired into us that's making it happen? Well, it turns out, for a lot of us, this is way more than just a simple craving. It's a symptom of a recognized medical condition. And depending on where you live, it can affect up to 9% of people. I mean, think about that. That's almost 1 in 10 of us. And we're not just talking about a couple of gloomy weeks. For people who are really affected by this, these symptoms can pretty much take over their lives for nearly 40% of the entire year. That is a huge chunk of time to not feel like yourself. So the main thing to understand here is that this goes way beyond just having the winter blues. We're talking about a recognized condition called SAD. So what exactly is it? SAD stands for Seasonal Affective Disorder. Now, it is a specific type of depression, but the thing that makes it totally unique is its pattern. It's predictable, it's recurring, and it follows the seasons like clockwork. This isn't some random mood swing, it's a clinical condition. And here's where it gets really interesting. While we almost always think of SAD as a winter thing, it actually has 2 sides. The winter pattern is the one we've been talking about. Sleeping too much, craving carbs. But there's also a much rarer summer pattern, and its symptoms are almost the complete opposite, like insomnia and not wanting to eat. Okay, so that's what it is. But the big question is still, why? Why does this happen? So let's take a look at the biology, at what's actually going on inside your brain when winter shows up. It all kicks off with this surprisingly simple chain reaction. It all starts with less sunlight. That messes with your internal body clock, the one that runs on a 24-hour schedule. And that disruption, in turn, creates an imbalance in 2 really important brain chemicals. So, first up is melatonin. You've probably heard of it. It's often called the sleep hormone. When the days get shorter, your brain can kind of go into overdrive and produce too much of it. And the result, you feel drowsy and just wiped out during the day. That's a classic sign of SAD. But that's only half the story. While melatonin is going up, another crucial chemical, serotonin, is going down. Serotonin is like your well-being or feel-good chemical, and when its levels drop, it can directly lead to the depressive symptoms of SAD. So how does a dip in some brain chemical suddenly make you crave pasta? Well, this is it. This is the comfort food connection. This is the reason your brain starts screaming for carbs. This quote from the research really just nails it. It says that we instinctively reach for certain foods as though they were drugs. So that pasta dinner isn't just about feeling warm and fuzzy. On a subconscious level, it's an attempt to self-medicate and get a quick, temporary hit of serotonin. And what's absolutely fascinating is how specific these cravings are. The research shows it's not a general desire for all carbs. The pull is overwhelmingly towards starches. Think bread and pasta, much more than sugary sweets. It's like our brain knows exactly what kind of fix it's looking for. And it's not just about what people are eating, but also how. The research shows a really clear shift in eating habits. More meals throughout the day, bigger dinners, more snacking in the evening. And for over 1/4 of people with SAD, this can even involve episodes of binge eating. So the natural question is, okay, can you just fix this with your diet or with willpower alone? Well, the science is pretty clear that we need to look for solutions that go a little deeper than what's on our plate. What about those common suggestions, like taking more vitamin D or B12? I mean, it seems logical, right? But the clinical trials tell a different story. When you actually test them against a placebo, these supplements just don't show a significant, measurable impact on SAD symptoms. Okay, this is probably the most important thing to take away from all this. Those intense winter cravings, they are not a personal failing. It has nothing to do with the lack of willpower. It is a real, biological response to a change in your environment. It's just your brain chemistry at work. And because it's a biological condition, it makes sense that the most effective solutions are also biological. This is where proven treatments like light therapy come in. By using a specific kind of bright light, you can actually help reset your internal clock and rebalance those brain chemicals, tackling the root cause of the problem head-on. So knowing all this really changes how you can think about the winter months. It's not just something you have to tough out. It's this complex, fascinating interplay between sunlight and our own biology. So I'll just leave you with this question. Now that you know the science behind it, How will you approach this winter differently?